Today's 30-minute Yin Yoga is a Yin Yoga class to relax. Hi, I'm Melissa from Yoga with Melissa. Thank you so much for being here. Today we're going to do a 30-minute Yin Yoga to relax. You're going to need 2 blocks, a blanket, and we're going to start by resting back. If you have a shoulder issue, I've been showing a lot of modifications for shoulders. For that lying back position, you can roll up the blanket and tuck it underneath your shoulder. It'll make resting back a lot easier, a lot less painful. You're going to be resting back for 5 minutes to begin. Okay, so if you have a frozen shoulder or a shoulder issue, just tuck that rolled blanket underneath your shoulder. And that can help to take some of the pressure off there. If you have low back issues, you'll take that rolled blanket and place it underneath your knees. Otherwise, tuck your shoulder blades under. Let's just start by feeling the support of the earth underneath us and letting yourselves sink into the support of the earth, feeling the pull of gravity. Soften your hands. Let there be space between your teeth. Soften the space between your eyebrows. Let your belly be soft. And feel your breath drop into your lower belly. And then let your breath come up into your side ribs and your back, into the lower rib area. Just gentle, let it be at about 70% or 60% effort. So that there's no tension being created with your breath. If your breath was a color, it would be pastel colors right now. And then let your breath come right up into your upper ribs, but underneath into the area of your armpits. So when I say upper ribs, stay in the side ribs here, but let it travel right up into your armpits. Backs of your shoulder blades. As you exhale, you may feel your head, your skull move away from your torso, your neck lengthen. And on your next breath out, you're going to begin to bend your knees. Roll to your side. If it's not too much pressure coming through your knees and your ankles, our first yin pose is going to be widening child's pose. If it's too much for your joints with the weight coming through it, you can stay on your back, do wide knees to chest. If you're at home, you could put your feet into the wall here. That could be really nice. So choose a position that's going to work best for you. You're going to be in this pose for 5 minutes. You could use a bolster here as well. So you could prop yourself however works for you. So knees are wide. You want to feel sensation on the inside of the legs. You're going to come forward. You're going to have both arms forward if that works for you. If you have a shoulder injury, you can bring one arm back. So whatever works best for you. And you can prop your shoulder too so that it's supported. So in this position, we're going to take a few breaths just to settle in, to see where we can soften in our face, in our joints. Remember, we're going to be still and let time and gravity do all the work. And we want to have an appropriate edge, so if you need to back off at all, you can do that. And then in this pose, you can bring your attention to sensations in the pose. Or you can focus on your breath coming into your low back. Breathing into your kidneys and your low back. Again, letting your breath be soft and gentle like pastel colors. You're going to slowly and carefully release this pose from your body. And we'll come and lie on our back and just feel the flow of chi through your body. Okay, then we'll come back up to seated. You can bend your knees, roll to your side, and I'm going to give you a couple of options here. We're going to do an easy twist. So, option number 1 is to sit cross-legged and to come into a twist. The other option is to sit in cow's face and to come into a twist like that. Okay, so you choose which one works for you best in your body. No right or wrong or better best. So breathe into your lower belly here. Staying long through your spine. Okay, you're going to slowly come back to center. Pause in the center, allow your spine to unravel. You're going to switch the way you have your legs crossed. So if you have your legs crossed in front like this, you're going to put the other leg in front. And if you had your legs all the way crossed over in shoelace, you're going to switch the leg that's on top. And then we're going to twist to the other side. So sink down through the hip that you're moving away from. So the spine lengthens up. It's okay. It's okay.
Come on.
So let your pelvis sink down into the earth. So we're rotating to the left. So your right sit bone's sinking down, which will aid your spine in lengthening up. You can use your left hand to help you lengthen up as well. Okay, we're going to come back to the center. You can uncross your legs and lie back to feel the rebound. So the magic happens in between the poses in a in a yin class. Really notice the flow of qi between the upper and lower body now because of the hip release that we've just done in the last pose, and also along the spine, the energy running along your spine now. And then you can bend your knees, roll to your side, and we'll come back up. And we're going to do butterfly pose. So soles of feet together, legs in a diamond shape. You're going to place the blocks underneath your knees. You want to feel sensation on the insides of your legs. And then you're going to fold forward. So we're going to be here for 5 minutes. And in this pose, just for the final 5 minutes, allow energy to pool into your lower belly so that we're gathering energy in your lower dantien. Okay, so slowly come up. And you're going to rest back for Savasana. You're going to be in Savasana for 5 minutes. If your shoulders bother you, you can roll up a blanket and tuck it underneath. Your low back, you can roll it up and tuck it underneath your knees. Otherwise, you can have your palms facing up beside you or on your belly. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. And allow yourself to receive the energy that you cultivated in this practice. Notice what shifted for you since the beginning of the class. Notice if you're experiencing yourself as a more cohesive whole, more connected to the earth, if your breath is flowing more freely in your body. So continue to rest back in Shavasana here to receive your practice. I'm going to sit up to read you a poem as you rest in Shavasana. This is probably my favorite Mary Oliver poem called Today. Today I'm flying low and I'm not saying a word. I'm letting all the voodoos of ambition sleep. The world goes on as it must, the bees in the garden rumbling a little, the fish leaping, the gnats getting eaten, and so forth. But I'm taking the day off, quiet as a feather. I hardly move, though I'm traveling a terrific distance. Stillness, one of the doors into the temple. Today I'm flying low and I'm not saying a word. I'm letting the voodoos of ambition sleep. The world goes on as it must, the bees in the garden rumbling a little, the fish leaping, the gnats getting eaten, and so forth. But I'm taking the day off, quiet as a feather. I hardly move, though really I'm traveling a terrific distance. Stillness, one of the doors into the temple. So gradually allow your breath to deepen. Start to wiggle and stretch out. Bend your knees. Roll to your side. And start to make your way up to seated. We'll gather the fruits of our practice first into ourselves and then offer them out into the world. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free, and may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute in some way to the happiness and freedom for all. So give yourself a thumbs up for taking some time for relaxation in a yin class today, and put "I'm flying low" in the comments. And feel free to share this class with 2 of your friends who would enjoy 30 minutes for relaxation with yin yoga. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. It makes a big difference to myself and to yoga on YouTube. So thank you so much for that. And if you would like to get my 5 days of beginner yoga, yin yoga, go to melissawest.com/yin yoga 5. I'm sending you much love from beautiful British Columbia. May your joy be as deep as our Pacific Ocean. May you be as strong as our mountains, and may you be as rooted as the old growth trees in our forest. Om Shanti Namaste.